Hey, wise Coach T here with you on this evening, and I wanted to just jump in and come and speak to you real fast in reference to the topic of sex. Okay, let's talk about sex, right? So just because your husband may have made a decision to be with someone else or is not being the husband that you want him to be, or has left the home, or is still in the home but distant from you, does not change the way your body feels, right? It does not change what the way your body feels. And as women, we are emotional beings, right? We are emotional beings. And so naturally, you will still want to be with your husband in that way, okay? You would still want to be with your husband in that kind of way. But I want to caution you that being with your husband sexually, when he is double-minded, when he is involved with someone else, when he is not where he's supposed to be, when things are not in a healthy place or space for you, I want to caution you that this may cause you to have a relapse on your journey. This may cause a setback for you on your marital restoration journey. Because we are emotional beings. For men, sex can be just that, just sex, But for a woman, it's like, oh, he loves me. We doing this again. The way he touched me, the way he feel me this way, it's different for us. We take sex a whole totally different. We look at sex a whole totally different way than how a man looks at it. For him, it's just, let's just get this on and that's it. But for a woman, it's different. It's different. And so if you're not in a strong enough place to handle that, and if you are okay with going backwards, then okay, go for it. But if you know that this is going to just be an open door for you to go it's going to be an open door for you to go to the back door and have to start over again, I would not encourage that. One of the things I have always told my wife clients is, if you and your husband, if you're not in the same house, do not engage in sexual intercourse with your husband. You don't know what he got going on. You don't know what he got going on, okay? And two, if he is in the home, but you guys are not sleeping in the same bedroom, you guys are kind of like still, you're not really sure what's going to happen in your marriage, that ain't the time to be sleeping with your husband, okay? That's when you have to really allow God to take his place and let him do what he's going to do. Now, will it come a time ever during this journey that the Lord may not, may say, hey, you should be with your husband. You should be with your husband. Yes, that could happen. That absolutely can happen. But let God be the one who guide you and send you to that place. Don't you just take your grown stuff in there and try to do it on your own, okay? Don't you be the one trying to initiate that, okay? It would be a setback for you, especially if he does not respond the way you want him to respond. Because like I said, we as women, we are emotional creatures. We are emotional. But for a man, it's like, oh, you want to have sex? Okay, hey. One of the things I have always been most grateful for on my journey, when my husband and I were separated and he was living on the outside, one of the things I always praise God and thank God for was we was not sexually involved. We were not sexually involved, because I probably would have killed him. I'm joking. I'm serious, but I'm joking. Because there is no way I wanted you to come and play them kind of games when you be here with me today and you back out there with Sue and Paulette them tomorrow. No, that wasn't going to work for me. So that was one thing that I'm most grateful for that took place on our journey. And the second thing was, when my husband was living on the outside, we didn't communicate. We didn't have any conversation, which too, I know a lot of times women are like, that's not, good. But for me, it was very, very good, because I am an emotional person, and naturally, as a wife, you are attracted to your husband. You do want to be with your husband. You do want to hug up and and get all entangled with your husband. But what happens when you do those things and then he's still pushing you away or still doing what he want to do? So it's not something that I would encourage. It's not something that I would encourage. Now, if he's back home, and let's just say he's back home and you guys are sleeping in, separate rooms, I would not be the one who initiated. Don't you be the one, you having one of your, a hot girl night or whatever, over there watching your little movie or whatever, sipping on your little wine, whatever. And you're like, ooh. And then boom, okay? And you go over there and he got the door locked. Or you go over there and he like, nah. Or you go over there and he push you away. That's going to make you feel some type of way. Okay. So I always tell wives, make sure that you are hearing from God. And I know people think, make sure you hear from God. Why do I make sure I'm hearing from God? Make sure you hear from God. Let God be the one who, say yay or nay in that area, because you don't know what that man got going on. You don't know what different things that he's dealing with. You don't know who he's involved with. And he can be involved with somebody who was involved with somebody else. Now you got all them soul ties that's going to jump on you. You don't want that. You don't want that. So it's imperative for wives to use wisdom. Yes, naturally you want to be with your husband. Yes, naturally you want to be able to just go jump back in the bed with your husband. But you got to really use wisdom and really ask God to lead you. All right. So I just wanted to just share that quick nugget with you on this evening. I hope you're having an awesome night. Blessings.